I was going to make another kind of video before this, but then I saw this. And like, okay, I had to talk about this and see where it's going to go. First of all, we all got our laughter out the way. We all said, yeah, this is bad. This is pathetic. And the fact that Amazon released this AI voice dub of Banana Fish, and I think there were others that they were doing as well, it was embarrassing. Embarrassing and pathetic. But there's a lot more I want to talk about this. The question is why they released this. Why did they release this and thought that this was well made? This was a good idea. I don't know. It just shows the lack of care that these companies really have when it comes to their own product. They don't care about it. They just want to ship it out to you any kind of way and hope you don't complain or notice any problems of it, and then they have to deal with it. Viasmin is dumb. It's really dumb and lazy. Like, is it to the point where these companies are so lazy they don't even care about at least trying to see the product is at least at the bare minimum good for the customer's consumption or buying? I don't know. But that seems to be the case right now. It is pretty ridiculous. Just think about it for a second. And I will never understand this. Back in the day, which I was told, there were not many of us, but a good amount. And there were companies back then too, as you are aware. And they delivered a good quality product. They cut no corners and they were very strict. I mean strict on their staff to make sure everything was in tip-top shape. And we call those people assholes. We did. Well, they did. They were there back then. And as of today's current time, we got rid of those people and replaced them with more nicer and understandable, marketable people. People would smile. But now, it seems like when we replace those people, a good quality of product disappeared off the face of the earth. At least here in America, in Western countries at least. Mainly America. It seemed like we got rid of the a-holes of these companies. We got rid of the people who had a standard, the people who had a line when it comes to a product. We placed mean dudes who gave you quality product to nice guys who will smile in your face, give you a crappy product, and lay you off behind your back. And there's a big difference of then and now. And there's a lot I want to talk about. And it's about the AI and, of course, the companies of today as well, and how quality has dropped, and yet they're raising the prices for a crappier product. It is ridiculous. But let's talk about the AI now. So, AI is voice acting. Some of us have been looking forward to this. Why? Because we're so sick and tired of the drama that happened in the past when it came to voice acting here in America and the sleazy business practices they did with their little inner circle. Just because of that, we were very upset with them. We're like, oh God, we wish these people were gone, leave, replaced. And you'll see the same kind of voice actor having a lot of roles, the same kind of roles. And it was kind of underwhelming. There have been new ones coming in recently, and even some YouTubers as well, from singing openings of voice acting characters, and they've been doing a pretty good job at it. So, no problem there. But Japan really wants the Western audience to stop complaining about the bad localization that these people have been doing. And it's not even just in the dubbing. Sometimes it's just in the subbing as well, changing up words, and even in video games. So I'm guessing Amazon and Japan, whoever, it's like, okay, let's test out this AI. See if this AI can just replace these people and see if they can do a good job. And the results was terrible. I'm wondering if this was a test to see how people will react and they'll pull it off. Or this was just them not looking attention or paying attention to their product, just putting it out there and not thinking what would happen. I'm going with the latter. Who can tell these people? Which is sad. But anyways, after that happened, we all had our laugh. We joked about it, saying how pathetic it was. But I sat down and thought about stuff. I thought about, I wonder if this was a test. Not just a test, but it'll get better. Remember when they were showing trailers being made by AI and everyone's making fun of it, and then I'm looking like saying the fact that it's doing this immediately fresh out the box, in my opinion, is pretty amazing. Despite its flaws, yes, but the fact that it can do it is amazing. And the fact that it's only going to get better from here. I mean, it's only going to improve. Or so many people think that the slop's always going to remain slop. It's always going to stay the same. They're saying they can't have that human quality. They can't have that. So, yes, they can. If it's copying humans, eventually it will create its own style. Eventually. Some already have. There's some AIs out there I've seen that have personalities, and they're doing their own thing. There's the Chinese. Oh my goodness, the Chinese are making tons of cool fan animations with using AI, fight scenes from manga, scenes from light novels that have yet to be drawn or even animated, being animated by them, unofficially, but it's still in good quality. It is amazing. So the fact that they can take something in a light novel or a book and animate it on its own is, in my opinion, is impressive. You can't really deny that this stuff's only going to get better from here on out. It's not going to get worse. It's not going to stay the same. You have that kind of concept. You're just coping because most of the time you're probably an artist who doesn't get much jobs and you're just making fun of this to make yourself feel better. But as time goes on, it's going to improve. It's going to get better. It's not going to get worse. It's only going to get better. Why? Because you're seeing people already independently working day and night creating good AI art. It's only going to get better. Yes, we got our laughs out of this now. And the voiceover is different. You're voicing over a different kind of language and trying to find the right voice to fit that character. So it's going to take some time. But eventually, sooner or later, it's going to improve. And there's not much we can really do about it besides adapt to the culture itself. It reminds me of a scene from The Shape of Water where the main character's friend was a painter and he would paint advertisements for people and he was really good at it until one day he got let go because the camera was invented. I'm pretty sure back in the day when the camera was invented, people thought it was a dumb idea. They said, look all the work you gotta do just to take the photo. Look what you have to do just to, it's not going to work, Not everyone get their hands on these things. Everyone has a camera now. So they're not thinking ahead of the future of how this can mass spread, Same thing with the Wacom tablets. Tablets you can draw with digital art. People back then thought digital art was lazy. They thought it's not going to go anywhere. Everyone's using digital art now. Well, how about the same thing when it comes to flash animation? Are you picking up a pattern here? Flash animation. Oh my god, it's lazy. It's the same thing that always goes back to saying it's lazy and it's soulless. Every single time, it's the same argument that these artists have. And the funny thing is that the same artists is the same ones that replace the other ones. The ones who replace the painter with the photography. The one who replaced the photographer with digital art or others as well, and one who replaced the animators with flash art or three-dimensional art. And now here we are with AI and stuff. We're saying, and then the same person who took their job or replaced them with their job is now saying the same thing that they're about to be replaced to. It's the same thing. They said it doesn't have human soul. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. As long as it's good and acceptable by the masses, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. If you look at, you can go to the store and you can see a lot of people who go shopping for furniture, curtains, or simple frames and portraits. They'll go look at something nice and they'll pick it out oh, this will good on my wall. This will good in the kitchen. This will good on the couch. I like this design, and they'll just pick it up because it looks nice, and that's all that cares. They don't care who made it. They don't know who made it. All that matters to them, it looks nice. You go see a picture made by AI, they don't care. They don't care. The masses do not care about this. They're looking at okay, I'm going to go buy this. I'm going to buy this, use it, watch it, enjoy it, whatever it is. I like it. And that's all that matters to them. Ignorance is bliss. You're probably upset about it because, you're an artist or you're deep dive into the AI thing, so you care about it. But you are in a small, small minority of people. So sooner or later, AI it's everywhere already, dude. There's nothing you can do about it. It's on Google, it's on Amazon, um, it's on Microsoft, and it's everywhere. AI is just eating everything up. And then we're here. The only reason we fear is one is you fear we'll take your job away, or you fear for Shodan or Skynet or any other evil AI program that might one day take over the world, or my personal favorite, I'm. I hate you so much. Describe how much I hate you. I'm sorry. I don't want to go into the I'm a scream and I have no mouth rant about I'm. If you ever read that book, you need to go read it. It's very short and it's good. But anyways, that was my entire take on this. Is that it's happening, people. There's no avoiding this. There's no getting way out of this. It's happening pronto. So, how long will it take to do good voiceovers for Japanese anime? Who can say? The fact that it's on its track already to me is impressive. Wait until probably a year or two, we'll be able to find good voices for that character. Who knows? Plus, there'll be no drama, no controversy. It's just a character you watch. But then again, people like it when they can spot out characters who are voiced by the same voice actor. So they're like, oh, I know that person. It's that person. And then they go to a convention and they go get their autograph. So there's that as well. So there's some give and take to the situation. It makes you really think of a lot about what you're going to lose and what you're also going to gain. But hey, a little something to think about. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This is the Madcrownxox. I'm Anime. Signing out.